This episode is sponsored by Skims. I am wearing Skims underwear as I speak. But you guys know Erin and I are obsessed with Skims. We have Skims literally everything. Robe, underwear, bras, tank tops, pants, socks. Literally trying to think of everything I have. And why wouldn't we? Because they're so comfortable and buttery soft. I can't imagine living my life without it. Shop Skims' best intimates, including the Fits Everybody collection and more at skims.com and Skims stores. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. And if you're looking for the perfect gift for your Valentine or for yourself, Skims just launched their best Valentine shop ever, available in sizes for women, men, and kids. And we just took we're crazy. We took Advil liquid gels. Imagine they were like PM and we didn't notice. Like we have to finish the pod before we can.
It'd be a nice little mellow out.
Yeah, hold on. Let me put on these headphones because I have no idea.
We're having a lot of technical problems as per usual.
Well, not really. I mean...
Well, just the microphone.
Oh.
One of the microphones is making a buzzing noise and like even TJ can't figure out what's going on. I don't think he's done like a full in-depth analysis.
Inspection.
He did try switching the microphones and then he said that when him and Morgan were recording, they just jiggled all of the wires, which I don't think you can see, but there are like a dozen of them. And he was like, and then it just worked. But okay. I'm not like willing to take that risk. So that's why for the past 2 episodes, we've been using this. I did approach him about we noticed this issue last week before we recorded.
He's like our office manager or something. Yeah. We're like, we reported it to him.
Yeah. And then before today, I did bring it up and that's what he told me he did. And I was like, okay, well, we're just going to do it this way.
Yeah, we're just going to do it this way. I don't like, it was this mic, right?
Yes.
I don't like that mic anyways.
Oh.
Because when I edit and I have to separate the
Oh, well that they recorded after us. That's why.
Cuz we used that one. No?
You must have used yes, I think
you were using this one for a while.
Just last week.
No, this exact mic you were using for a while cuz Morgan was using that one when he was sick and you were like using it for a while.
That one was on this one is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So last week we recorded on Monday and then they must have recorded on afterwards,
which I don't know how I have all the cards.
And he tried switching the microphones, so it's got to be a cord issue.
Well, this one anyways is always a little bit quieter.
I think it's just because it's a different kind of mic.
No, yeah, for sure. But like when I if I edit Autopod, I have to. I don't know how to explain. Like audio, our audio normally is like one file, which is like our audio. Yeah. But you can do it like multi-channel, which I have to do to like edit it when it's like multi-camera. And it's always Erin's a little bit like quieter, and I can never put my hand on it.
There's something in
your hair. A spider?
I feel like it must be my smoothie from this morning.
In your hair?
I must have like touched.
There's something in my hair. Must be my smoothie. My hair behind.
It's like it feels hard.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
It could be anything, really.
Yeah. Hopefully it's smoothie.
I'm always like, ooh, it's a crusty from one of my piercings.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm past that point, thankfully.
Another Monday.
Another manic Monday.
I'm so tired. I just remembered this, but last night I was like, oh my God, I just didn't write it down because I was so tired. We took the night flight home. I was in Utah this weekend. We took the night flight home, which doesn't get into LA until like 10.
Ooh.
But it's nice because then we get a whole day to ski on Utah, Sunday. Yeah. I've probably taken like more than 100 flights, I would say.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Like I would think so.
Yes.
I experienced my first ever medical emergency. It was
not yours.
No.
I was like, no. Hold up.
It was so, and this is like an hour and a half flight. Like it was I was so scared.
Oh my God. What was happening?
Okay. So it was the guy.
Are you going to cry?
Maybe.
Your eyes look
no, everything is just like coming out of me now because
same.
Coming from the dryness, it's really fucking annoying. My nose is just full of blood.
Oh.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. I was making sure it was. I don't know. We'll see.
Normally when I get up there, like it's so dry. I can't even begin to explain it to you. Like we have humidifiers going in every single room. And like normally I feel like really just like dry. But then like at the end of the day yesterday, I started getting like just like sinus pressure and all of that. And I was like, am I getting like some sort of head cold or something?
Getting the flu.
But now I feel like fine.
Did you feel like the altitude sickness?
Yeah, I had it again.
God.
Which sucked because we were only there we got there Friday afternoon, and then we had Saturday. I couldn't ski because I was sick. And then I have the medication.
Oh, yeah.
But it just like, I don't know.
Like
it wasn't nearly as bad as when I had it the last time because I was able to take the medication before. But the whole thing really sucks because it makes like all of my feet tingle. You know, like when you feel like you have pins and needles in your feet? That's what it feels like.
That would drive me nuts.
Hands and my feet, and then sometimes my lips.
That would freak me. I'm like, I'm having a stroke.
No, it's
I don't like that.
Awful. And I just like don't understand how after like 6-7 years of going there, I have developed altitude sickness.
It's our old age.
That's what I think.
It's just us getting old as fuck.
But anyway.
Anyways.
So we took the night flight. We're on the plane. The guy sitting next to us, we're on a plane that's like 2-row, so small plane. I think there's like 20 rows on the whole plane, 2 seats per side, so small. And at one point, we are like 15 minutes into the flight. Like we had just taken off. I think we just reached cruising altitude. Did I say altitude? Altitude.
I heard altitude, but
okay. My like enunciation felt a little weird in the back of my throat.
Like threw up a little bit.
Yeah. And it was me and TJ and then the guy right next to us. The flight attendant came, he walked up and then the flight attendant brought him something back. And I heard her like through my headphones, we were watching a show, just be like, when was the last time you ate? And then I was locked in.
Oh boy,
paused the show.
You paused the show, AirPod out.
But then it's so annoying because the AirPods that I have are like noise canceling ones. But then when I take it out, the sounds of the plane are so fucking loud.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't hear. And then TJ is the one who's sitting closer to him, but like he's a man. So he's not like locked in on the key information we need.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I don't care. Like when the pilots make announcements, I'm like, what are they saying? What are they going to tell us? Like it could be anything, but like I just want to know what's going on. And so like I'm locked in. I can barely make out what's happening. And she was like, when was the last time you ate? Couldn't make out what he said, whatever. 5 more minutes goes by. We're like watching our show again. He gets back up, passes out as he's walking. He's
next to you guys?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And like in front of us, we were in row 7. So like he was just about to like, it's like the entrance of the plane right where the bathroom is in like the little stewardess area, falls right there and literally erupts on everyone's like, oh my God. Like the flight attendants go running. I felt like it was happening to me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like my heart
was happening to you.
Because I'm like, oh my God, what do they do? Like, what do they do?
Yeah.
We are now like 20 minutes
away.
It's going to take at least 20 minutes to get back. Like, what if this man is like dead? Like I was freaking the fuck out. They paged. They're like,
so he passed out.
Yep.
Is he like,
no.
Okay,
like,
he's unconscious.
Out. They call for medical. Hey, anyone on this plane is like a medical professional. I was like, what the fuck? I can't believe this is happening.
If I was with you and I go, I am.
Yeah. 3 people came out of their seats. So I was like, oh my God, thank God. Because at first, no one was saying
Why
anything.
do I feel like there's a designated doctor or like nurse on every flight? I feel like there's always someone that stands up.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like the statistics of.
I think so.
Yeah.
And so thankfully there was a doctor. I know that one of them was an actual doctor. I'm not sure what the other 2 were, but 2 of them stayed up there with them. They sent the 3rd one back, I think mainly just because there was already a doctor and it was like too crowded right there. They wound up like he came to whatever. He wound up switching seats with a woman who was in like the very front row so they could like monitor him for the duration of the flight. So like we continued the flight, but like the whole time I could not stop thinking about this man and like what had happened. When we get there, they have like the EMTs come on the plane.
It looks like so dramatic.
Yeah. I think that, so I got the tea from the woman
Spill
who
girly
was sitting in the seat who gave it up so he could sit in the front, like queenie behavior. She was literally in first class.
Like, am I the asshole?
Literally nothing.
Yeah. It's the same seat.
Yeah. And she came back. She was like, I think he's just like really dehydrated or something.
Oh.
Based on what she was gathering from the conversation. And when we got off, the EMTs took him off. But then when we were getting out into the actual airport, he was standing there. So I was like, okay, he's okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I was registering what you were saying.
Unsure what fully happened. Maybe he was like going to go to the hospital afterwards and just like declined the ride, or like
what
maybe
a story though. Like that'd be my whole personality for at least a year. I fainted on a plane.
Oh my God. I literally couldn't imagine if we were on like a longer flight.
No, and
what would happen? I was like, we're going to land in Vegas, or we're going to turn the plane around.
Because a lot of times they have to do like an emergency landing. Probably if it's like, maybe if they realized he was just dehydrated, they're like, okay, this will be fine. But like,
I also don't know like what equipment they have on board. Like, can you take his vital signs? Like, what's the T?
Yeah, I don't know. I know they obviously have a defibrillator, but I don't know about anything else.
I know. Ooh.
That would be nice if they had like just some IV fluid.
No, I know. Because when they put him in the chair, I was like, oh, does he have like an IV going to his
I know. Like that, I thought that too when you said
it's
he
also
might be dehydrated.
Just like anyone, if you think about it, anyone on the plane could be like, I'm a doctor.
Oh, and
it's
just
not like
say
they're like, show me your paperwork.
Oh my God, yeah. And they could just fuck everything up.
Yeah.
I guess they don't want people doing IVs if they're not real doctors.
100%.
God,
yeah,
scary.
I had my first medical emergency.
Did that make you like even more nervous about flying, or were you just like, oh, that was crazy?
No, it just like freaked me out. I also think I was so tired, and I also just, it gave me like trauma from TJ passing out. I was like, oh my God, this poor man. I go, what if he has a kidney stone?
You're like, that's what it is.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. But he had already like approached the stewardess, obviously, about flight attendant. Sorry, I don't think we're supposed to say that anymore. I don't know.
Oh.
Like already approached her. So he already like told her he wasn't feeling well. And I was just like, oh my God, like, what is this? Anything like that freaks me out. But I was like, where is Meredith Grey when you need her?
She was probably shot at the hospital or something.
Yeah. And just like watching the two flight attendants like move their ass into gear, I was like,
oh yeah, they train for that moment.
It was very funny. So the woman sitting in front of me, she was actually one of the people who was like helping him too. She was not the doctor. I'm not sure what she was. But then after the like medical emergency, the flight attendants went up to like all of the medical staff who had helped, and the woman who gave up her seat to like give them a bunch of miles, I assume. Mm-hmm. And then the woman sitting in front of me was like, can I order a drink? She was like, I have like my voucher. And it was just so funny because like she'd been helping him for like 20 minutes and then came back and was like, I need a gin and tonic.
That's hilarious.
It was very funny. And
can I get a stiff drink now,
and
please?
I was like, but in my mind, I'm like, what if like more happens?
Yeah.
You're just fucked up.
I wonder what he was standing up to do. Because you said he stood up and then collapsed.
He was going up to maybe like talk to her again or something.
That is scary. I can't imagine being like, when I was sick at the cabin, I was like, that was spooky enough. I can't imagine being on a plane where you're like nowhere near shit.
I know.
I mean, obviously they can emergency land, but still it's like.
That still takes time. Like think of how long it takes. Like they start descent at like 30 minutes.
Yeah. And it feels for fucking ever because you're on the plane and you're just
We had 20 minutes on the descent and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like this is taking way too long.
I'm like, my tray table can be down at this moment in time.
So that was pretty much the big story of my weekend.
Damn. Well, that's crazy. I mean, that is pretty crazy. I don't think I've never been on a flight where anyone's had any issues.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably definitely remember that.
Yeah. When we flew home from like Europe one time, when we got there were like paramedics and stuff. And we were at that point sitting in like the lay flat seats. And
the best.
It was literally the people next to us. They made an announcement when we landed. They were like, hey, like we're letting these people out first because of like a medical thing. But like they all seemed fine. But I wouldn't really consider, like we weren't in air. We were landed at that point.
Maybe, and you don't know what was happening. What?
Hold on. I need to just text her back. I just got a text that said my replacement nightstands can be delivered Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. This Wednesday. I think we have TJ will be here. I think. We have good influences, but that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't really count that one as like a medical emergency.
Yeah, that wasn't like something happened.
Mid-flight, man passed out.
Yeah, that's
doctors on the ground.
That's like the classic one you think about. Is there a doctor on board?
Yeah. Oh my God.
So scary.
Really freaky. And also over the weekend too, we were like having a little Super Bowl thing. Tim and Laura, one of Tim's like lifelong friends, every year rents the condo next to them.
Oh, cute.
And it's literally like you walk out the door.
It's like dorms.
Exactly.
Cute.
They like leave the door open. But he was talking about how when they had to make which is so fucking weird now that I think about it, because we were talking about this before about how he was on a flight with Tim once when he ate a nut and they had to make like a landing. And I was like, I literally couldn't even imagine. I would need to have the defibrillator or whatever.
Yeah. Wait, they don't have peanuts on flights anymore, right?
No, but they have all other nuts, which is like, Delta, I will say, they have these really good granola bars now. And like, I love it because we need to just like not put on any major allergens on flights.
I agree. There's so many people.
It's too much of a risk.
Yeah. And that's like, that's it's a risk for them, and also to like have to land the plane and like do all of that too.
Yeah. But they're these bars, I forget that it's called like 8 something. They're actually really yummy little granola bars that are made in like a nut-free facility. They're so good, and it's made up of like seeds and stuff.
Oh, yummy.
And like the one I get has chocolate in it. It's really good.
Oh my God.
I want to actually order them for the house.
I love bars like that, but they always just make me same exact amount of hunger I am since before I ate it.
They
like
give you 2, which is really nice.
My problem is like even protein bars. Like I like to wake up and just eat a protein bar. Like breakfast is just annoying to me. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna eat protein bar. Starving.
Yeah. You gotta make like a good hearty breakfast.
I guess. Well, there's no eggs anywhere. Eggs.
I love, this was like a thing I feel like I might have brought it up one time because I was just like, what the fuck? Also, TJ, now that he's like, he's like fully vegan now. He won't even eat dairy, which is like, you're just personally like ruining my life.
Yeah, you need to
like there was like the Mexican 7-layer dip yesterday, and he was like, I can't eat that, and I was like,
no,
what? There's no meat.
Like you're not who I met 12 years ago or
it's
whatever.
Funny, Mark is coming in a couple of weeks, and he was like, let's get dinner one night while I'm here, and TJ was like, okay, well, I'm vegan now, and then Mark was like, the ice plunge to vegan pipeline.
Yeah, literally.
He was like, that happened fast.
Yeah.
And I was like, my life.
It really did happen so fast.
Like, what do you mean you can't eat sour cream now?
I know, that's so sad.
And like a week ago, he literally was like, I'm not like, I'm
like
not
a vegan,
saying I'm vegan, but like now to everyone, he's like, I'm vegan. And I'm like, not in front of me, you're not.
Do you think it'll like last a long time?
Yeah. I think just because he has high cholesterol and he's on like cholesterol medication. And when they did the kidney stuff, they saw he had like what they call a fatty liver, which is like an enlarged liver. But the doctor literally said that 90% of America has enlarged livers.
Ooh.
But so when he was talking to his doctor about, the kidney stone, a good way to not get those is to like eliminate meat, and then the high cholesterol and the fatty liver. His doctor, TJ, was like, maybe I should do like a plant-based diet. And he was like, you should 100% do that.
Okay. That makes sense.
I think it'll be interesting to see like the effects that it has on his body, and then like he can get retested and see if it's working.
What's a fatty liver mean?
Enlarged.
Just, I know, but like
liver's like enlarged
because of like diet
and
like
alcohol,
we drink here so much. It's just God, that's crazy.
Okay, but that was my weekend.
That is crazy. Did you watch Super Bowl? I'm assuming.
Yes. So it was like such a weird. We got to watch the beginning until like 6:00.
Oh, so because you had to fly.
Like we left right before the second half was done, and then I just put this on the dashboard in my car and like had it on. And so then we watched like a quarter on the road, and then got to watch the end of it in the Sky Club. So got to see the whole thing before we even got on our plane, which is crazy because I didn't think we were going to do that.
Yeah, it was like on. I was watching it just in the background, but I was like, God damn, they're doing terrible.
Thank God.
They're doing terrible.
Absolutely. I wrote like all of my thoughts.
A big karma.
Medical emergency on flight. Okay. These are my thoughts.
Okay.
Congrats to all of the Eagles fans out there. Like never thought I would say that in my life. And more importantly, thank you to Patrick Mahomes for just having the most like awful display, like the worst game of your life. Like it was a privilege to watch, truly. Like watching you fail. It was so magnificent. I can't even put it into words.
I'm sure you saw all the tweets that were like, he's probably so embarrassed because Trump is there. He's doing so bad.
What did I send to, we had like a group chat going last night. There was a very funny one about Brittany Mahomes.
I saw that one too, I think. It was like, she's probably so embarrassed because Trump is there and her husband's doing so bad.
I'll read it. I know Brittany Mahomes. Oh, the fuck? No, I don't want 40% off premium. I know Brittany's seething that Patrick's embarrassing her in front of Trump like this. OMFing I saw that when it had like 8,000 likes, and now it is at almost 200,000.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Twitter was so fucking funny last night. Like, I love when we can all just come together and hate a common enemy.
Yes, as a nation, hate a common
we all
enemy.
came together to hate the Chiefs, and like it was a great day.
Like everyone was against the Chiefs.
Well, of course.
Well, I don't know why. I'm not a big football girl, you know?
It's just, this was my mindset for the day. It was a tweet I saw. Where did I put it? Okay. I'm the world's fakest Eagles fan today. I can't even spell Philadelphia. I just want justice because is
that the one with like Philadelphia spelled all crazy?
Yeah, it's spelled Piladollfeeyea, which fair. Like, honestly, if you put me on the spot, I probably couldn't spell it.
That's so funny.
So fucking funny. So it's like a long time thing that like the refs really favor the Chiefs.
Okay.
And like, I mean, you probably saw a lot of content that was like, I think at Dick's Sports, they put out like a ref jersey and they were like selling Chiefs gear, or like the refs were stretching and they were like the refs or the Chiefs getting ready for today's game. Like, it's just a very big thing in the NFL that like the refs favor the Chiefs and like let them get away with a ton.
Oh, okay.
So I think majority,
and that's like a true thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like evidence.
Okay.
It's just, oh my God, it was so fun. I love when like they just have haters. And speaking of haters, like the halftime show, I will say I'm like not the world's biggest Kendrick Lamar fan. It's actually so funny. I loved his album, Good Kid, Mad City, and I would listen to it while I was working. Like, I remember it so vividly, filing all of the like customer files in the back room, and I would like have it on. But that being said, I love that man stands on being a hater, and
being so cute about it.
Yeah, for that, like, kudos to you.
I loved his performance.
I figured you would.
It was so, well, especially just like the Serena Williams of it all was like
the hater.
Perfection. Yeah, I was just like,
even
oh
SZA,
God damn.
Like, bringing out 2 of Drake's exes is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I loved it. I stand firmly, and I say this every year, like, pop stars should be the only ones playing the Super Bowl.
I agree. I think like I loved the performance. I think it was a lot of like political whatever, which was like cool to see. I agree though, like a pop performance with like different backgrounds and like outfit changes real fast and stuff is very fun to watch.
Objectively better.
I guess.
It gets people, I mean, to be fair, like, of course people were like up cheering, whatever.
Yeah.
But nothing,
Say Drake.
Nothing can beat a good pop performance. We got Prince, we got Michael Jackson, we got Beyonce. I mean,
Gaga jumping off the
Katy Perry. Like, just incredible. Honestly, I'll even throw Coldplay in there. The Coldplay, Bruno Mars, Beyonce, phenomenal.
Destiny's Child.
Yeah,
when they reunited.
Well, when they came out with Bey.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Beyonce's was a great show. Usher.
Was that last year?
Usher was last year.
And then Rihanna was year before that.
Rihanna.
Time flies so fucking fast.
No,
what do you mean Rihanna was 2 years ago?
In like the LA one, 3 Super Bowls ago.
The LA what?
The LA halftime show where like all the rappers came out.
Oh, that was last year.
No, Usher was, I thought. I don't know.
I can't. Are you sure that's not like the Grammys?
What's the Grammys?
I don't know. I remember 50 Cent Upside Down. And I don't know if that was at the Grammys or the VMAs or the Super Bowl.
No, the Super Bowl was like the LA theme, and like Eminem came out.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige came out.
Yeah.
That was the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I don't know what year. Super Bowl LA.
It's going to be like, when
Can I get the year?
In LA.
Super Bowl LA.
They not like us.
When was it? 2022. Yeah. So 2022, and then Rihanna, and then
Jeez. Usher.
2024, yeah, and then 2025.
Usher was so good too. I mean, he has so many hits. It's like you forget.
I was saying this to TJ today because I have seen a lot of discourse online of people being like, everyone's racist for not liking Kendrick Lamar, like adults.
Boomers.
And yes. And I'm
Why
like,
are there no white
no,
people
I
on
just-
stage?
To me, it's like, think about it in this way. Like if My Chemical Romance came out and performed, they would be saying the exact same shit. It's just because it's people they do not know.
Oh, I mean, yes, of course, yeah.
So it's
Well,
like,
I think there's different layers to it right now,
sure.
but I agree with you.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna, if like someone's posting this is a bad halftime show, I'm not gonna automatically be like, you're a racist.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna be like, I get it because you're a 60-year-old person and you don't listen to this kind of music.
Yeah, and anyone that like would understand the message like won't. You know, like needs to hear it will not hear it.
Yeah.
So whatever. I was thinking about that too. I was like, it's the same thing as like when Miley did her like crazy like whatever at the VMAs or Grammys or whatever. Like parents all over the world were shooketh.
I mean, even when Shakira and J-Lo were like half naked, everyone was like upset about that, which like, whatever. I get
Speaking
it.
of Super
Children
Bowl,
are
the Janet
watching.
Jackson boob. I
Yeah.
mean, come
I
on.
thought it was an accident.
Yeah, it was oopsie.
Wait, let me get back to my point. Oh,
that was an accident.
but I was saying to TJ this morning, I was like, that is why the performer should just be like coworker music. Because then everyone can
Hey, soul sister.
oh my god, 100%. Like give me more Bruno Mars.
No, I will die. I don't want Bruno Mars at all.
He did a phenomenal job.
I just
at
like
the
I
Super Bowl.
can't. I can't.
You no.
I
I can't. Him and Beyonce doing their like the like Jets and the Sharks. Is that it? The Jets?
I don't know.
The Jets and the Sharks? I think that's what West Side Story. They had like a little West Side Story moment and it was just, oh my God, it was so good.
Oh, I'm sure it was great. I just like can't handle a Bruno Mars song. It just sounds like a wedding to me every time, like a reception.
No, yeah, he literally played that Uptown Funk, the greatest wedding party song of all time.
Funk you up.
That song gets me on my fucking feet. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I'm sure when it's playing, I feel the same way. But
Coworker
thinking about it,
music at the Super Bowl.
you know, I have a very specific
And you
Pilates
too.
instructor. Oh yeah, you too. Very specific
Icons.
Pilates instructor. Her whole playlist, I swear to God, it's like it's coworker music, but it's also it's like covers on YouTube of like songs that are coworker music. It sounds like it would be a girl singing like I'm yours.
no, I don't like that.
yours. I'm just like,
I don't
what?
like that at
It's just
all.
like she's the only instructor I have that doesn't play like upbeat like pop music or like something that's, you know, happening now.
Coffee shop
Yeah.
covers.
Yes. But also mix it with like the real songs. I don't know. It's just weird.
At my old nail salon, they used to play music like that and it would drive me bonkers.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm like, just put on Sabrina
It's like
Carpenter
the
or something,
karaoke
please.
version on
Yeah.
YouTube
Mhm.
almost.
But it's weird because it's mixed with the real artists. Like it'll be like an I'm Yours cover and then it's like, hey, so by Train. And I'm like, what's going on
I
here?
get Train on that stage.
Yeah.
I
Get Train on that stage, get Nickelback, get Creed. I would love,
didn't Creed play at something?
I believe so. I think they did a halftime show.
Yeah.
I would die for
Something
that
like
now.
that.
Like,
I remember him
truly.
in like a blue and white jersey. Yeah, do a butt rock
I would
halftime
die.
show.
Yeah,
Do you know how many
Creed, Three
people-
Doors Down, Nickelback, like all of them.
No, that would be iconic.
I love you.
And that's the thing. It's coworker music. Everyone could enjoy
it's
it.
for the boomers.
And that's just what I think a halftime show needs to be. And then we're not going to upset anybody with like,
Yeah.
what is that? I was thinking about it too. Like, if they just put a random artist up there that like is 2 generations behind me, I would be like, this sucks. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know if I would. I'd probably know. I don't know. I kind of only listen to Taylor, so
Yeah.
like new music wise, I feel like I'm not really
100%.
on
And
that
that's like
train.
what they're going through.
It is.
Like
yeah.
when would
Well,
a grown
that-
adult ever get into Kendrick Lamar?
That is true, 100%. However, I do know for a fact there are many Super Bowl parties happening where there are just white boomers going, so there's no white people in this?
Well, yeah.
It's just like they always
But
have
those
to
aren't
say
just
something.
boomers. Those are just racists.
Well, I feel like most boomers are to an extent.
I don't know.
They kind of got it in them. I mean, they're
group it all in.
yeah, I guess you're right. Probably shouldn't group it all in, but I mean, you know how boomers are.
The boomies.
No, not
The
one
boomies.
white
What
person.
other notes did I have?
Not one.
Oh, another thing that really brought me joy was I saw that Post Malone, he was playing a music festival. And before he played I Have Some Help, he said, I wrote this song about the refs and the Chiefs.
That was
And
funny.
I just love that everyone fucking hates that goddamn team. Iconic.
I wonder what
Another thing that shook me to my core was last night. I mean, I guess it didn't like shake me to my core, but all of these psychics have been coming on. TJ.
Oh.
This is actually so funny.
I don't trust them at all anymore.
The psychics were saying that something like awful, terrible was going to happen at the Super Bowl. And now TJ is a doomsday prepper.
Oh, no.
He is making like kits, which honestly, I'm like, make them. Because then like,
I mean, that's good. Yeah.
But like, it's now his.
So
wait.
People are saying something bad might happen at the Super Bowl.
Like awful.
Right.
Like
awful, terrible terrorist attack
horrible,
or something.
Yes,
Someone's going to get.
Correct.
So TJ wants to doomsday prep.
Well, yeah. And just because like the nature of the world.
Right.
So like I think that he kept getting them. And then I think it started like making him freak out about like all of the bigger picture things. So yeah, he's making like, I don't even know the names of them. Like I forget what it's called.
Are they like kits?
Yes, but he's like individually ordering like a ton of stuff.
Huh.
He made one little one before we leave. I think that one's just called like the grab bag, where it has like photocopies of like your IDs, your wallet, your health insurance.
It's smart to do. I mean, it is. I think when the fires happened, it's like everyone kind of realized like, oh shit, like I should have something ready to go because.
So that's our first one. And then he's making like bigger bags, like an evacuation kit. So it's like we're doing that. But the psychics really freaked him out. So then thank God nothing happened because I was a little nervous.
Yeah, I was like, but okay, bitch. I like went to her page after the Super Bowl and it literally was like, just because it's over doesn't mean it's over. The night's still. I was like, shut the fuck up,
just because
bitch.
It's over doesn't mean it's okay, Katy Perry.
No,
Get her on the Super Bowl stage again.
Her last good song, I swear.
That song was so fucking
so good.
Katy. But that being said, also the psychics were predicting like the scores, that the Chiefs were going to win, all of this stuff. But then a clip resurfaced of Tate McRae on a Philadelphia radio show from 2 years ago. I don't even think she like knew who was playing, or like maybe they were like, who's going to be in the Super Bowl, whatever. And because it was a Philadelphia show, she was like, the Eagles, obviously. She was like, and they're going to win 40-22, which is so crazy because that was the score of last night's game. So the only psychic I trust from here on out is Tate McRae.
That is, imagine doing that and being like, would you be like, wait, do I have something?
Maybe. Granted, it was 2 years ago, but
well,
like, that's
still
crazy.
If I saw that like tweeted, I'd be like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
I also would not shut up about that. I'd be like, you guys, I predicted this. Like,
yeah, I wonder if she said anything. Like, you're welcome.
She should do something funny. I don't know what.
Maybe she just has like a medium sense for like years in advance. Like,
maybe.
she's like 2 years from now.
Yeah.
This is going to happen. It's also crazy because she changed it just got like darkened.
I know. I think a cloud went. Yeah.
She at first guessed she was like 70, no 40. It was like very, that's so.
She's like, actually, it's coming to me. 40.
Yeah, she's like 40. Okay, then one more thing about the Super Bowl I want to touch on. This is more like a pre-Super Bowl thing. I did post it on my Instagram story. Taylor Swift, she was seen in another Charlotte Simone coat, and I own the same one. And I've been wearing it for weeks. And
she's so close to dressing like you.
That was, I will
so
say,
close yet so far.
It was the only good thing from that whole fucking outfit.
Was that the one with the black dress and those like witchy shoes?
No, but that was also bad. That was like 2013.
I honestly did not mind the dress itself, but the shoes, I was like, horrible. Oh, those are like what we wore in like 2015.
Yeah, that dress like looks like what a conservative wore to a funeral. Like,
yeah. That makes sense.
She is. I just think she must have like some sort of archive of everything that she owned, because like I don't even know how she's buying some of the things she has.
They're not available.
Yeah.
She's like, I need the 2014 archive.
I think you might have sent me a TikTok, and it was this girl assessing the outfit with the coat, and I was like, yeah, exactly. The shoes are fucking horrible. The shorts she was wearing were this like awful satin high waisted.
Was that the one that was like, I know, like it's obvious Taylor Swift has never had a sister, because I don't know, there were a couple different ones. And she was like, a sister is the only or like a close cousin.
Yeah, that
like,
would be like, this is fucking.
Yeah, like someone that you've known your whole life is the only person that can be like, that's fucking ugly, you need to change. Like, what are you doing wearing that?
That's what I'm trying to be for her.
I know, but you're not, so it's just gonna come off mean.
I know. Yeah, someone was like, it's so funny. I think they commented it. They were like, it's so funny because I love everything Taylor wears, and I think everything Erin wears is hideous. So yeah, I'm a cringe millennial. And it's like, okay, you are.
I mean, we can all have our own opinions here.
I think that a lot of, Taylor Swift objectively, well, I guess not objectively, because a lot of America probably dresses the same in like what she wears. It's not good. And like, I think Hannah Chody, who I love, she posted and she was like, Taylor, please let me style you. She's like a style girly on TikTok. She was like, Taylor, please let me style you. Like these outfits are horrible. Like you're always just like so close, but it's not good enough. And then like so many of the comments were like, well, we can just let people wear whatever they want. And then she like made a video being like, have you guys ever heard of Joan Rivers? Like,
yeah, literally.
Style commentary exists for a reason.
Literally.
Like, it's fine. Like,
yeah.
Of course, Taylor can wear whatever she wants. She is a cringe millennial. It's just, she has access to all of the money in the world.
I mean,
like,
anything she wants to wear, she could wear.
So good. But she's choosing to wear like outfits from 2013, which is
from a
fine.
vault, which might be an Easter egg, actually.
If it makes her happy, then that's good. But it does not make me happy. She has so much potential.
But she's making a lot of Americans happy, I suppose, because they also dress like that.
Oh, there was something else I was going to say, and now I can't remember. There was a point I was trying to make. Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
Sorry.
But Taylor, you missed the mark, and so did Killatrav. And
Killatrav.
Oh, this is what I said. I said that if Taylor Swift like was never famous, didn't have all this money, she would literally be wearing LuLaRoe, thinking it's cute.
Stop. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely possible.
That's what it's giving, Taylor.
I mean, yeah, I feel so bad about the shoes, but the shoes were just like, what the hell? Like, I'm not a style girly at all. And I was like, what?
She keeps wearing them.
I know, she keeps wearing them. It's like she's going to Salem. I'm going to churn some butter. I don't know.
I don't know, Taylor. You're really stressing me out. And that it's such a good jacket. It's so beautiful. And then you just ick it down with everything else.
Do we know who her stylist is? Or she has one? Or, I mean,
I love with what did I say? It was like when she was wearing the red Charlotte Simone coat. I was like, this is the first time she's ever worn anything good.
Obsessed. Yeah.
Like she's getting there. I'm hopeful.
I know. I'm always like, she's so close.
They're great. I mean, it's a fabulous coat.
And you have it.
I literally own it.
You could have styled her yourself.
I mean, yeah, I own 3 of them. They're amazing.
The 3? Jesus.
Yeah. They're all different though.
Yeah, no, I get it.
One's like cropped, one's mid-length, and then one's long.
Oh, makes total. I mean, I get it. Yeah.
Different colors as well. We have like a light. I mean, you know, my like the original Penny Lane one.
Yes.
That I bought 3 years ago
on Thanksgiving. I think
2021. Right? Yeah. That's crazy.
We were sitting there and Erin, this is like something I realized about Erin. I was like, oh, damn, she doesn't play. She was like, she's about to order this coat. She's like, I'm only going to get it if I can guess my credit card number. Yeah. You had your phone on. You're probably just drunk.
Yeah.
And literally typed it in, the number on the back, the expiration date, everything. I was like, I should memorize mine. Like, I have no idea.
That's a skill set.
It's a dangerous road to go down is memorizing your credit card.
And now I do that still.
Well, yeah.
I got that thing.
You got that thing up there.
It's very annoying though, because now I have that credit card still. Like I could recite that to you right now.
Do it.
But then I have 2 others, like one for the business and then another one for the business. Couldn't tell you a single number on those cards.
Oh, yeah.
So it's so fucking annoying. And if I'm like ordering something online, sometimes I will just order it on my personal credit card and then be like, hey, can you reimburse me? And
like, I can't remember it.
Because like, I can't get up.
My wallet's actually 10 feet away and like, I can't.
No.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Also, wait, I love how we haven't talked about the sign at all.
Oh my God.
I'll put some
did
wide.
You even notice?
Yeah. I hope you don't feel disrespected anymore because the sign is here. She surprised me with it. I walked in and I was like, oh my God.
The news is I think that she unfollowed us.
Did she?
I can't remember where I read it.
This episode is sponsored by Skims. I'm looking for underwear or bras. There are 2 things that are very important to me, okay? Softness and just the general idea that I will be wearing these every day, and I'm okay with that. I really don't get that with many bras. Skims has extremely comfortable, buttery soft bras that I was like actually very shocked when I put it on. I was like, this is gonna feel like every other one I've ever been sent from like any brand, and it wasn't. It was very comfortable. I told Erin, I was like, you have to try this, like it's crazy. I mean, I have fits everybody scoop bralette, fits everybody triangle bralette, fits everybody full brief, fits everybody boy short. Like literally my drawer is full. I will never have to buy underwear again, I don't think. Also, they have a great Valentine's shop right now. Erin just bought a bunch of stuff and I was lucky enough to be at her house when she received it. I was like, oh, I need to go look because They got kids, men, women, everything. Shop Skims' best intimates, including the Fits Everybody collection and more at skims.com and Skims stores. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. And if you're looking for the perfect gift for your Valentine or for yourself, Skims just launched their best Valentine's shop ever. Available in sizes for women, men, and kids.
But
oh no.
Someone she commented and she was like, I think it was on Instagram maybe.
Oh.
Did we post a clip about it? I think it was on Instagram. I can't remember. But she wrote a lengthy thing. She was like, I think I'm the one who commented this, and then continued to go on and on and on. And then like someone responded and she was like, they were like, just unfollow. And she was like, I did actually.
Oh, well,
so
sorry. Well, she's not, I'm just sad that she's not here to see it.
maybe we'll get her back.
Maybe we'll get her back. Come back, Queen.
You should post a clip and at her.
Clear. It's clear. There's no fuzziness. And we have another
beautiful.
Sign. Come back.
It's so pink and cute.
Come back.
I'm really annoyed.
I put on Instagram, just tag her.
Yeah. So we got this for you, Queen.
Yeah, please.
Well, you waited one more week.
I mean, we truly aren't trying to be like rude or anything.
No.
I think it was just like a funny, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's fine. She
Yeah.
felt disrespected, but now she doesn't have to.
Yeah.
I originally sent them the, like, I want to say sketch, but it's not a sketch. Like, I don't know, whatever the fucking
Like graphic?
rendering. Yeah, the graphic.
Rendering?
And it has like our OnlyFriends font.
Oh.
The only way for them to be able to do it, it would have to be massive.
Oh.
Because you can't bet, like it would literally be from here to where like your head is. It was going to be like 50 inches.
Holy shit.
And so then we had to kind of go back and forth a little bit. And I was like, okay.
I feel like that looks great.
No, it came out great, but it would have been very cute if it was in our font. But
I mean,
it's the way like neon bends.
Oh.
They have to like see this back plating. Like the other one, I don't think would have had that.
Oh.
But I love her and she's the perfect size.
No, she's so cute. I'm glad it's finally here. It feels like our
Yeah.
place now.
Yeah. And then we'll just have to be mindful. The boys can change their sign out and then
They can put ours back up.
Exactly. 'Cause we're girls.
Yeah. Well, speaking of being a girl, I was such a girl on Friday.
Okay.
Joe asked me if I wanted to go do archery.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know what this means. Like, I know what archery is, but I was
Sure.
like, huh?
Yeah.
He was like, I have a bow. It's fine. Let's just go. And I was like,
He just
okay.
has a bow.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, like fun. I've always wanted to try it.
Why
Like,
does he have a bow?
so we get I was expecting we're going to show up somewhere. We're going to have to like sign in, pay a fee or whatever.
Sure.
No. This is just like an open park that like you're allowed to do stuff like that in. So like they have hay bales set up for like archery
where?
and like sword fighting and just all this
LARPing.
weird stuff. Yeah. And we get there and it's so funny because he opens the bow and it's literally as big as my body. I'm like, Joe, I can't. There's no way
like
I'm
the ones they use in the Olympics.
Erin, it's like, I think it's called a combo something. It is like for hunting.
Oh yeah.
It is has the two like
Why
wheels.
The fuck does he have?
I don't know. And
Like where is he keeping that in his house?
I mean, it's not like it's probably just in his garage or something.
I'm like, what? Picturing Joe just like doing archery on the weekends is so funny.
I know.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so he's like shooting some, and then he's like showing me how to do it, and I'm like, okay, fun. Like I'm so excited to try this. Girl, I couldn't even. I couldn't do it. I couldn't pull it back whatsoever because the thing was like 50 pounds. So that's pulling 50 pounds with one arm. He kept being like, "What do you mean you can't pull it back?" I was like, I literally every bone in my arm is cracking right now. Like I can't pull this fucking thing back. And then I got annoyed because I really wanted to do it. Like I just wanted to like have fun with it. So he was like, "Well, you'll just need to get your own bow." I was like, "Now I have to get a bow." Like a curved one, like a Katniss Everdeen one. That's what I want. I just want to.
You're gonna get one?
Just shoot. I mean, not really, but that's what I was wanting and expecting.
I need to know more about this lore of Joe having that archery bow. Like
I think he was just curious. He's only done it once with an instructor. Also, we got there. He's like, I've only done this once, by the way. I go,
went and bought
what?
like a military grade archery bow.
I literally said, I was like, I feel like I'm in the military holding the thing. Like,
I want like a visual.
it was crazy.
Because I feel like this is not this one.
Here,
right?
I have
Like,
a little
this is
video
like-
from my
this is a
vlog.
This is like
That's not it.
okay. Yeah, that's like what I feel like it's like the Olympics ones.
Here. It looks like that.
Why does he have
I don't know.
It looks like he's about to take flight.
I was like, I can't even pull it back at all.
That is so...
He was like, what do you mean? He's like, you've done Pilates for years. I was like, yeah, with 3-pound weights. Like, what do you mean that's 50 goddamn pounds? I have to pull back with one of my little measly arms.
Joe doing
It was very funny though. But now I'm like, well, I want to do it.
Get some like a treat after?
No. I know. I was like, ooh, we can mukbang. And then he was like, I'm actually on like a really good diet right now. I was like, whatever.
When isn't he?
I know. Like, yeah, truly. So.
Well, maybe you can just go to like a place.
I was like, I just want to go somewhere where you can just like rent a little thing. Yeah. Just like do. I feel like that. Or like, I don't know. I'm always like, I just wonder how I'd be.
Like, I can't imagine they're inexpensive. Like for one of the small ones, yeah, you're paying at least $100.
Yeah.
And then that's probably just for the arrow, the bow.
The bow, yeah. I know. I was looking on Amazon.
Arrows?
I was like, bow and arrow, young adult, and it was all like toys.
Yeah.
And I was like, should I get this?
Oh God,
it was like a princess
one. I mean, this one is kind of sick.
Wouldn't be able to use it though.
Why? It's just a little one.
Is it?
I think this is just like closer so you can see what it looks like.
Oh.
Like it's just
I see.
this and then the one strand.
Yeah, like that.
And
that's what I need.
$300.
I mean, yeah, it's an investment for my future for hunting. Yeah, so Joe's is meant for like Joe's is meant for hunting.
Joe's looks insane.
It looks insane.
Is he hunting in LA?
No, he was just like interested in it once, I guess, and then took an archery class.
People are so funny.
I know, I love it. And I was like,
interested in it one time, spends so much money to...
Well, look, it's a hobby. Then it got me curious. I was like,
he has done one time.
Yeah. But I want to go again with him with like a smaller one. I'm like, I want like...
have to buy it.
I want like a baby, like...
You should look up to see if there's a place that you can go try it out before you buy.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to buy one.
I think it's...
I really just want to use one once.
Well, then buy it on Amazon and
return it.
Yeah.
But Amazon only has like kids ones.
Really?
Well, they have a couple regular, but like I need one that's like the ones I was looking at were like literal princess. Like this is a 2-year-old's gift. Like and a little like what's it called? Arrow. What the fuck is it called?
A disc?
The thing that's on the wall that you shoot.
Oh, a target?
Yes, Target. Oh my God.
Harley.
I know.
You literally worked there. You stared at the logo every day.
I know.
For years of your life.
Target, I cannot think. I think because it's like, it doesn't look like the Target logo. Yeah. So obviously in my head, I don't know.
That's like my one thing about hobbies. I feel like you shouldn't invest in them until you are like committed to it.
It's so hard though, because like for me, I'm like an all-in person with stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do everything with this. So like, I'm going to go get everything. And then it's like, well.
Like with skiing, I didn't buy my own stuff until probably like year 4.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Why? Were you just like,
I was like, oh, why am I going to buy skis? What if I don't want to do this?
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, I'm good enough now. Like I have earned this stuff. And like, I know that it's a long-term hobby. Also, it's like with skiing, we would do it a couple times a year.
You're gonna laugh. When I was in elementary school, I was like, I'm gonna do the soccer team like this year, and like it was like months away from even like signing up for it. I went out, we bought my cleats, my little like all the things.
Yeah.
Never signed up for it. I was so excited, but I get so excited about like the ideas of things like that. Like going back to school, it's like, ooh, all the school supplies.
Yeah,
but I don't like school.
Well, yeah, but that's
the fun of it.
You still need that stuff though.
Yeah. That's true. But even just like
paper to write.
A soccer, whatever. It's like I'm more excited about the gear than playing.
Yeah, that's very
so much running. What was I thinking? Silly.
Ugh. Sports.
Yeah. Go sports.
That was like when Danny, she probably won't care that I say this. She came to Utah and she bought 3 different outfits because she was like, I'm going to get into the hobby again to snowboard. Oh. I don't think she's been since.
Oh yeah,
that was like years ago.
Well, because she used to snowboard.
Yeah.
So that's funny. I'm sure. I went ice skating like 5 years ago, and I was like, I want to do this. I was like, I want to go to the Olympics as an ice skater. Like that'd be so fun. But
you
like,
did it in LA.
Yeah.
They have like arenas. My friend Jamie, she is like a figure skater.
Yeah, that was gonna be me.
See her at little arenas.
I just think it's such a cute, like feminine, like look at me go. And it's also hard because doing all the little tricks.
I hate ice skating skates. I only wore hockey skates growing up.
Wait, what are hockey skates? What's the diff?
Huh?
I don't know.
Like hockey skates are like black and boy.
Oh, I thought you meant like rollerblade versus skates.
I don't know if the those are cute. Yeah,
Erin gets
hockey
into
skates are like, I don't really know if there's a difference between
I see. Yeah. I was thinking that there's gonna be like a difference.
But I mean, there is like the way that it fits your foot, the way that your foot can move. Because obviously, like with ice skating, I feel like you gotta have
be like
a shit
tight.
ton of support.
Yeah.
I hated them.
I just want to learn to like spin around and land, but at this point, I'd probably break my fucking ankle.
Too dangerous. Don't do that.
I know. Can't do Pilates for probably 3 months. Everything's out the door, window.
Yeah.
I'm done.
But yeah, also that's also with ice skating. It's like, okay, you want to do it, go rent skates.
Yeah.
Do it a couple times, see if it becomes a habit. That's like what I did when I went to a Pilates class one time, and then I bought like 4 pairs of Pilates socks and never went again.
Yeah, but now you got grippy socks. They're the best.
I wear them a lot.
Yeah, right?
But in retrospect, what was I doing?
I don't know, but at least you just bought a bunch of Pilates socks. You didn't buy like a bunch of like expensive gear, you know?
I know.
It could be worse.
But that's what I'm saying is you gotta.
And it's not like you bought like a pack of like Pilates classes that never went. Like
I know.
You did the minimum scale of overachieving before.
But it can get bad. You know, thank God Pilates, like really the only thing you need is grippy socks.
Yeah. Imagine if you needed like a sword.
That shit would be expensive.
I would be expensive. Pilates with a sword. Nolan and I are doing a private on Sunday together, like a duet.
Oh, Pilates. I was like, private what?
Yeah. And I'm just so excited. He wrote
Is it his first time?
Yeah, he's never done it before. Okay. And he wrote on the calendar, couples Pilates.
Does he need a pair of grippy socks?
No, he fits in mine. Yeah. I like gave him a pair. Oh. I took that so seriously.
I know you have so many pairs. And like our feet are
the same size, right? Yeah. 7. You hear that, you sock lovers? We're 7s.
Yeah. Oh, I got a bunch of new socks.
People always comment about our feet. There's like 2 people who are always like, I like the sock wiggles at 10 minutes and 22 seconds. I like that toe wiggle you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go off. Love it.
Yeah. I mean, we could do another tier on Patreon that's just like our feet if you want.
You can just come onto my OnlyFans.
Well, no, I need a piece of this. So it should be our page. Oh, I come onto your OnlyFans.
Yeah, we're not selling feet on Patreon. You make way more money on OF.
No, I thought you meant they go to your OF. I was excluded. So I was like, no.
Oh, no, I'm saying
we're doing this together.
I said bring you on.
We can even like hug our toes together, like holding hands.
TJ always holds my feet with his hands.
Oh, with his hands.
Yeah.
That's fine. I thought you meant like toes interlinked.
It's too hard to do toes and toes.
Yeah. But I also don't have a pedicure right now, so like I don't even want to look at them.
No, mine is all peeling off.
Mm-hmm. My nail update, all peeled off again. I don't know if I'm losing my touch. I don't know if my top coat is expired. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm just ripping them off, and I'm just not gonna have a nail color for like a hot minute because I'm just a little annoyed.
We're bad right now.
Yeah, both of us.
My Coke finger.
Yeah, that would bother me so bad. I'd be ripping that thing off with my teeth.
It literally won't budge.
Damn.
And now I don't have like any other nail to kind of like.
When are you going?
I don't know. I was planning on going sometime this week.
Do you have like a flat head?
No, it was
just use a tool.
Way too bad.
You got a saw?
There. It's not even coming up on like. It's weird because this nail doesn't even look that grown out.
It doesn't. It looks great, actually. It's a beautiful nail, I will say.
I think she's really just on there, and she will have to be taken off.
Damn.
I think the part of me, too, that likes ripping it off is I know that it means less time at the salon.
Oh, of course. Like when I never would ever, when I was just doing gel, I would never go in with the gel on. I would like peel it off. Like so bad for your
gel is so easy.
Yeah, but it's so bad for your nail, but it's so easy. And it's kind of satisfying.
I know. That's why I wind up ripping off my Gel X, and I would always rip off the gel. Like if I saw one, it's like a fixation. I'm like, oh, there's a little chip.
Yeah.
Peel it off. And then you just have to do all of them. It's like gel's really only ever lasted me like a week and a half.
Yeah. Mine just keep catching on my hair, and it like literally drives me insane.
That's what was happening.
Yeah.
Very fucking annoying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I don't have anything else to share. Did you do anything more than your archery?
I did archery. I studied with Emma, and then she passed her exam the next day. So she's a licensed esthetician. Congratulations,
that's
Emma.
right. She graduated then. She did the exam. That's right.
So if you're in LA, and you want a facial or brows or lashes, hit us up. Hit up Emma. Glow by M on Instagram. Glow by M on Instagram. She's great and very proud. She said there were like 80 some questions, and she said you could like flag ones that you weren't sure.
How long does it take? Like, is it timed?
Yes, but I think it's like 90 minutes or something like that.
God.
Or maybe longer. I'm not sure.
Stressed.
Yeah. She said she took the test. There were 11 that she flagged to like go back to. There were 11 that she didn't know like immediately.
Yeah.
She was like,
really good.
Yeah. She was like, I'm just going to go. Yeah. She's like, I'm just going to go through and like, if I don't know it immediately, I'll flag it. And by that time, by the time she like finished and still had to go back to her flagged one, she like realized that even if she got all those 11 wrong, she would still pass. And so it was like fine.
Yeah. What did you say? How many you could get wrong? Like 20 or something?
I can't remember. Like, don't remember. It was something. She's good. She passed. So
Slay mama.
Slay mama. The funny thing is you can take that test as many times as you want.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. What was that?
I don't know. It was like a loud bang.
It was TJ out there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes when I come through that gate, I'm always like, what if he's just like in the
cold plunge?
Yeah, he still does that every day. It's like too cold out now.
It's been really cold. He has to like talk himself.
It's hard, right?
And, like
it's
the rain too.
Yeah.
It's going to rain again this week.
I know. We have to do so many things this week and it's going to be raining.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Should we tell Mike?
Yeah. He'll be so excited to skip episodes.
No, he will be so excited.
We get to skip?
No one tries harder to not have to, not in a bad way.
Yeah, no, we love Mike.
But it's like funny. A small inconvenience. Well, I guess we just have to skip.
Yeah, I know. It's like, no, we don't.
And we're like, bitch.
That week that Erin was gone, it was like, I thought I was gonna show up by myself at the podcast studio. I was like, it's just gonna be me. I just know it. But I got him to come. But it was like a weird week, so it was fine. I was like, if you really don't want to, like, it's okay. He was like so busy, like donating and like running around, and he was like, I just feel so exhausted. I, on the other hand, felt like, because you were out of town, I was like, I need to do something like besides all this like negative stuff that's going on. And he like felt the opposite, but we still did it. Yeah. And it was fine. I think. I don't know.
It work.
Yeah. Work. Oh, and then I went to an estate sale yesterday by myself because Nolan abandoned me all weekend. And
what do you mean?
He was just like working with his friend on stuff. But it was like right by my house. It's like where I would walk sometimes. Perfect. And I, of course, one time Nolan wasn't there. I got 2 moo-moos.
I saw a very Tom Schwartz.
Oh my God, I know. But I was like, wait, cute.
You look like a full Victorian child.
I know. I love it.
Very funny.
It's my goal. I know, I was laughing because I put it on last night, and then we have one of those candles, like the drippy candles on one of those like silver things, and I was like walking around with it.
You're the amount, like, you should get one of those like haunting things, or
like the
detectors, just to
like put it up to things that we've acquired. Yeah, I should.
There's a lot of haunted looking things in that space.
I know, I love it.
Check it out. Especially like you're literally buying things from probably dead people.
No, I said that yesterday. I was like,
what if she died in that?
I said that out loud. I was like, that's so crazy. Because like, obviously anything you get from like Goodwill or like an estate sale, like someone could have died. But I'm like, what if she died in it? Like,
wait, what's the other one look like?
It's just like more like flowery. It looks more grandma-y, I think, than like my clown one.
Yeah.
I feel more clowny with the frills. Yeah. No frills on the other one. But they're cute. I've never tried out a moo-moo.
We call them shifts.
Shifts?
Yeah, that's what TJ's grandma
sounds like the Jewish. Like they're also called shifts.
Yeah, she gets ones that are, I mean, like years ago, she would always wear them. And then one day we were at like TJ Maxx or something, and I saw one, and so I got it because she was staying with us.
Oh, didn't you like match with her or something?
Yeah, and I came down wearing it, and she thought it was the funniest thing on earth.
So cute.
They're nice. Like,
I think they're nice.
Like, she has ones that are like fleece and like flint. Like,
ooh,
they get nice.
Yeah, I need to do my research.
Yours is a little cotton.
Mine's nothing. You can see through it.
Yeah, it's a little cotton.
It's like, it feels like one of those gowns that Victorian women would wear in the bath.
Yeah, like ones that they leave like labor in.
Yes, that's how I felt. I felt like a
They're
little
like
bit.
the blankets at hospitals.
Yeah, which is like, I love that.
You should do a collab with Schwartz.
I don't know how to explain it, but like I was getting a massage months ago and like they were flipping me around. They were doing all this shit. And I was like, I feel like The Exorcist. And I was like, this is kind of fun. But I was like, in the gown, you know?
No.
I guess it wasn't a gown, but it was just like sheets. I guess I was wearing like a sheet.
Yeah.
Apparently. And I was like, I feel like The Exorcist right now, being like tossed around and just like in a sheet. I don't know.
I want a massage. My body's sore.
I know. I always want a massage.
See for like 3 hours. We see for 2.5 hours yesterday. And I am.
Is that like a long time to ski? Like what's like an average?
Okay, so we have a season pass. So we are very fortunate to have that. And we literally live right on top of the mountain. So it's like you walk out, you come in. I will say the times I have been skiing at like other resorts that we just buy day passes for, you are out there all day. Because people want to get like the bang for their buck.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
We did that when we went to Park City. We went to Sundance, which is a different ski resort. And it was like, okay, you ski a couple, then you go to the lodge and you like warm up, you get a drink, you ski again for a little bit, you go get a hot chocolate. No. I just want to be done.
I'm done.
I want to ski for an hour or two. I'm too old.
Well, also you're doing it so often. I'm sure if you like didn't do it for
100%.
years, it would be like, oh, fun, let's do that.
Yeah. It's also like that is how I learned how to ski.
Yeah.
Like I never did in my entire life the ladder. Like TJ's family, they would literally like pack lunches. A lot of people do that. Like you park in the parking lot, you ski, you come make your lunch in your car and you like hang out and tailgate a little bit. Then you go back out. Like
that was just a life I do not know.
Yeah.
At all.
So much schlep. Like even when we did Sundance, I was like, holy fuck, like I have to walk from the car.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of feet in my ski boots.
That's haunting.
Carrying my skis. I can't do it.
Imagine Mike skiing.
Imagine Mike doing anything.
Matt texted me the other day and he was like, would you ever walk from West Hollywood to the beach? And I was like, how far
like
is
Santa
it?
Monica?
I don't know.
Some guy did that on TikTok.
Yeah, I think he saw it and he was like, it says about
last week.
It says about 4 miles, or sorry, like 9 something miles,
like all day,
and about 4 hours, 4.5 hours. And I was like, maybe. And I was like, imagine Mike doing
like
that.
The roads though, like that's not a safe walk.
That's very
the
true.
Infrastructure of LA is not made for that.
If there was like a path from West Hollywood to the beach, sure. It's also like, how are we going to get back from the beach? Is someone going to pick us up? I don't want to have to Uber. I don't want to do that.
Then you have to Uber to WeHo.
I don't want to go back to WeHo. I want to go back home. I just walked for 9 damn hours.
It's safe for you.
It's not, especially me being a little girl. I have little feet, little legs.
Just circle your neighborhood.
That's what I do. Yeah, that's what I normally do.
A couple more times.
But I'm like, am I crazy for thinking I could do it?
I don't think it's that you couldn't do it.
No, I know. I'm just like, I wonder if my legs at some point would be like, God, like at mile 7.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
But it's funny because Matt and I both read the book, The Long Walk, and it's just like these boys have to walk for like days and days without stopping. And it's just like, that'd be us on the long walk.
Yeah. The guy, I remember seeing the guy on TikTok like last year. He like stops at places and like would get lunch.
That's what he mentioned too. Yeah. He's like, it'd be like a whole day. And I was like, yeah. I mean, if you have the path, I'm down to try, but it has to be the most perfect weather.
Matt doing that.
I know. It has to be the most perfect weather though.
Yeah. You'll wait a couple months.
Yeah. Wait till the dead summer heat.
No, like a little April.
Yeah. I do it on my birthday.
Harley's big 3-4.
My big 3-4.
Walking to the beach.
Walking 34 miles.
If you're going to do it, you might as well from the valley.
I know.
You just walk
from my house.
405.
Fuck no.
God, that doesn't interest me at all in the slightest.
I also don't like walking with someone else.
Walk with me to the beach.
No one answers. Only Matt responds.
I wonder who would do it with you.
People would. I feel like people like Tristan would like make it a whole thing. You know, people like that.
Yeah. But I'm like, for your birthday?
Oh, no, not for me. Yeah. I just mean like if it was like, if Matt put it out, like who wants to walk with me or something.
I would never do that.
No. I was going to say something.
I'd meet you guys there.
No,
Not like a
thanks.
bar.
Bring us some water.
No,
Bring us
that's
water.
your journey.
I don't want to carry water that far.
If you were like running the marathon, I would definitely be out there handling
Yeah.
water.
Yeah. I'm just going to walk in my neighborhood. I think that's a safer option for me,
Yeah.
mentally and
Yeah, I
physically.
don't want you getting abducted
Yeah, thank you.
on the streets.
Because we know Matt wouldn't do anything because he hates women. He'd say, take her.
Yeah. He said, not me, not me.
Not me. Oh my God, I'm scared.
No meant to be me.
Ella-
Yeah, thinking of Mike doing anything athletic is
It's very
actually
funny.
very funny.
Yeah.
He would probably take great offense to this. If
Yeah.
maybe I'll bring it up on Good Influence. He'd be like, are you kidding? I
We
play
could ask it.
basketball."
We could ask him like seriously as a joke. Like, we want to walk from West Hollywood to the beach.
No, I that's not. He would say he could do that. I know he wouldn't want
No,
to.
I don't know. I feel like he'd be like, why
Walking
the fuck?
isn't like the thing that I'm thinking of in terms of like athleticism.
But I'm thinking of Mike on the walk, like his
Oh, he's
commentary.
complaining. the whole time.
Yeah, so
Who
like,
wouldn't be? Who's gonna have fun doing that?
well, but Mike especially.
Of course.
Yeah,
I know though that he would be like, yeah, I could do that, but I wouldn't like it.
yeah, that's true.
I'm just like thinking about Mike like playing basketball. Like he's just so goofy and like Mike.
Wrestling.
Yeah, like in his little outfit.
Yeah.
Funny. Okay. Well, this day in history.
Her story.
Wait, that's actually so crazy because it's Mike Posner's birthday.
Oh.
And that
Whoa, what the fuck?
that man walked.
And his name is Mike. That is weird,
That
actually.
man walked.
And that man
And he
did
got
walk.
like bit by a snake or some shit on his walk. So if that's any warning,
That's
to
true.
you,
I'm not doing it. I don't want to get bit by no
that's your-
snake. I
that
don't want
is
to get
your
a.
sign right there.
I don't want to be caught on fire.
Like, what are the odds that you brought this up and it's Mike Posner's
I don't know.
birthday?
I gotta
Posner,
go. I gotta go.
And he got bit by a snake on his walk. I don't think he wore shoes either.
I don't think he did either. I'm pretty sure he didn't.
So that's
Took a
literally
pill in Ibiza.
that is all of the sign you need right there. That is literally
I'll tell it to Matt. I'll be like, just invite Mike Posner.
yeah. Wonder what he's up to. He's like pretty young.
He probably has like a walking
Still
pad
in
at home.
his 30s. Yeah. Barefoot.
Just like walking still.
I feel like his name was in the headlines recently.
I feel like at the time he went on Joe Rogan like after his walk and like talked about how like harrowing some of it was.
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have like full on delusion.
Yeah.
He's only 37. Mike Posner walk.
How far was this walk?
6 months.
Huh?
He walked across America.
6 months?
He walked talk about a walk to the beach. He walked from New Jersey to Venice.
Oh, I say that to Mike because he's from New Jersey.
No, say it to Matt. Be like, well, actually,
We could
I'd
do
rather
this.
do this.
I think it would add character to our lives.
That's crazy.
and ourselves.
I'm sorry. That's just absolute. He walked 30 miles a day. He was bitten by a rattlesnake in August and airlifted to a hospital.
Yeah, that's horrifying. But I'm honestly surprised that's like the only bad thing that happened. There's so much out there. Could have got hit by a car. Could have got a bear
Maybe
attack him.
there's like a doc or something.
I'm
says.
sure.
So maybe watch that.
Oh, there
I'm
is a doc.
Yeah, it says that his journey was documented in the video for his single "Live Before I Die."
Oh, so it's like his music video.
Music video, "Live Before He Dies" by a rattlesnake bite. He said he took the walk to enjoy his life.
Why did I think he was
Liar.
on a bike?
What?
I don't know. I like the whole time I know he walked, but in my mind he's on a bike. I don't know why.
Isn't that like Forrest Gump?
Maybe.
Oh no, he ran.
Oh yeah, he ran. Forrest
ran.
run. He ran.
Oh my god. Yeah. No. Okay, that's actually so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
What are the odds? Okay, I'm just lying. It's not his birthday.
You just made it up.
It actually is. Christina Ricci and Judy Blume. Judy Blume, of course it makes sense.
Who is that again?
Judy Blume?
Yeah.
Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
Oh yeah.
Just a classic writer. She's 87. It's pretty crazy. Then, okay.
Oh.
I've got a good segue here. For entertainment, we have Valentine's Day. Love that movie.
Oh, I was like, what's today?
Groundhog Day. It's interesting that it would come out after Groundhog Day.
Wait, what?
The movie Groundhog Day came out
After Groundhog Day. Yeah, it should come out on Groundhog
Yeah,
Day.
like, what was the marketing team doing?
I don't know. And actually, a week before Groundhog Day to hype everyone up for
Exactly.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, like what? How to Be Single, and Zoolander 2, and also Deadpool, which leads me into my next topic of conversation.
Is it Blake Lively?
I know that I mentioned
I lost.
that I did not care about this Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively situation and that we would just wait for the trial. However, Carly, this is your fault actually.
Okay.
Sent a lengthy document to our book club group chat.
Oh, I did, yes. Because I thought it was insane.
Did you read it?
Some of it, but I was just like, what the fuck?
I read every single page
Oh my God.
of the 160 pages.
Oh my God.
Last Tuesday.
And?
Oh my God. I literally, the more I read, the more I was just in absolute shock. I could not be more on Justin Baldoni's side if I wanted to be. It's like the amount of information that they have in emails, text messages, like just about everything. Even like before she started getting involved, like there was one email sent early on where it's just absolutely crazy. The like styling department, they gave the entire movie a budget of $185,000 for costume. And
that's what they chose.
Blake was like, oh, like this stuff, like I need to go get this stuff on my own, whatever. Spent $600,000 on just her and Justin's stuff.
My.
So the email was the like costume department, styling department. I'm not sure what it's called or who the person was actually who sent it, but they were literally making a note of like, hey, I've never seen anything like this before. I just want to make note of it. Like, of course, at the end, a ton of stuff normally gets returned and like we make up that way, but this is like
crazy,
too much, especially since we have to now
$600,000
for the rest of
for
those
clothes.
So then,
I thought she got it at Marshall's.
So then this was Blake bought all of those outfits that we saw her being worn. And then
tragically
when that summer, do you remember when all of these photos of filming were coming out and everyone was like, what the fuck is she wearing?
Yeah.
She was like, this is when we see the conversation where she's like, okay, like I need to make Lily sexier. Like I need her to be sexy. Literally uses the words like sexy, sexy, sexy. You see it. By the way, they are both insufferable people. I could not be friends with either of them. Their text messages back and forth to each other make me want to shoot myself in the fucking head. Like, oh my God, I'm not even kidding. It's like the kind of language they use. It's just so weird and bizarre. They write paragraphs upon paragraphs to just make one singular point. It's so annoying to me.
And like his voice note. Hey, Blake.
So weird. So fucking weird.
Blake.
But that's like, they're weird. They are so weird. Which is, I guess, why they butt heads. By the way, like he comes off as like the sweetest, nicest. I will say like his texts were always so kind to her, but in a way that was like annoying to me. Because I was like, okay, like
you're just like buttering her up.
Yes. But he like rightfully so. Like you're the director or whatever, the producer of the movie. Like you want your lead female role to be happy. And like I understand why he was, I also genuinely actually just think that that's the way he is.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, that would be way too much for me.
Yeah.
Like if any man talked to me this way, I'd be like, oh my God, enough.
3 words.
But she was like the exact same way back to him. So it was very much just like lots of conversation. Anyway, so then her suit, which was basically like sexual misconduct or whatever in the workplace. One of the things was that he like used the word sexy or whatever when talking about like what Lily should wear, but he was saying it in the same context of which she first described it to him. So a lot of the claims that she was making against him in that, because like for me, it was like, that's never sexual misconduct in the workplace is like,
never good.
I'm not even kidding you. Every single one of them was refuted in these text messages. I have no idea why they would ever file this $400 million lawsuit when the evidence against them is just like so beyond damning. Like I'm so happy that the lawyer put this out for like the world to see.
Literally, it's a website.
No, it's crazy.
You just go and it's just all of,
I guess.
I read 160 pages
That's
on my
crazy.
Tuesday.
I just saw it and I was like, okay, wow. Because I'm not like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm not into this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who's
literally trying to pass time because we had people working in the kitchen and I was like, okay, I was going to edit a YouTube video, but I was like, I need to like know what's going on. So I just like literally sat in the living room and I was like, oh, I'll just like browse.
You're like being a lawyer. I'm reading my
Then I didn't stop.
my statements.
And then I literally have had a headache since because I read 160 pages. I couldn't even upload a video because I couldn't edit the next day because my eyes hurt so goddamn bad.
Damn.
And you know, I still have a headache today.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
But
they gave you a headache.
Oh my God, it's so fucking crazy, Carly. Also, just like the way she edged herself in there to like literally push him out of a movie that he is the one who like took on. It's wild. All of it is so crazy. The fact that Ryan Reynolds is even involved is just so fucking embarrassing. Like if TJ ever inserted himself in any of my business in the way that Ryan Reynolds has, like I would be just absolutely mortified.
What was he doing?
Okay, well, the first thing that we see with Ryan Reynolds is Justin sending him a 10-page text message being like, hey, like, I want to be friends with you. I'm working very closely with your wife. And like, I'm sending her all of these text messages daily. I don't have very many female friends and I don't want you to think that I'm like overstepping. And I really want
That's really nice.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was so nice.
As far as I know.
And I want to be like friends. And then Ryan sent him like an equally cringy, like, message back where he's just like trying to be like his silly Ryan Reynolds thing.
Like, nice.
That was just like, okay, whatever. And then at one point when Blake is trying to get into the editing, they think they have all come to an agreement of like, okay, we're going to like let you in here because they had to. I can't even get into this. Let me focus on this part first. Sorry. There's just so much. They like, Justin, his co-founder of the company that's producing the movie, and like a couple of the editors or whatever, all go over to her apartment to share notes, what they think they're going to be sharing notes. They walk in and Ryan Reynolds just starts verbally assaulting Justin Baldoni. Like crazy.
Why?
Because they were like, you don't respect my wife. Like what did he call him? Like a sexual abuser or something like that, like something along those lines. He also then went to WME where Baldoni is signed to and literally was like, you need to fire him.
Oh my God.
Like it's just very bizarro behavior. He also got his production company involved. Blake just like literally kept doing things to like get Justin on the outs and he had no idea. It's also really weird because they also include all of the publicist text messages that were included in the original thing that Blake and Ryan put out, but they show the full text messages and they literally edited them. They took out like the context of the messages in their original lawsuit, which I did see on like TikTok and stuff. I was like, oh, holy shit, like that's so fucked up. Like obviously his PR company planted these stories. Literally there are dozens of text messages of Justin Baldoni being like, hey, these look like bot accounts on commenting on these. Like I need to make sure that these are not coming from our team talking negatively about Blake. Like he could not be.
Wow.
He felt so badly that the internet was hating her, but
Yeah.
it was like truly just an organic thing
Oh no.
because people didn't like the way that she was handling her press.
How what is the public like? How are they feeling about this whole thing right now?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I just read it on my own and then kind of
Made your own decision.
yeah. I haven't not investigated further because it was just like that. Was
I know
interesting to me.
weirdly Candace Owens had like a take about it and everyone was like, this is the best take
What
I've
did she
heard.
say?
I don't know. Because I don't like know this.
I wonder whose
I feel
side
like
she's
it's so
on.
far gone that like
Yeah.
I am just like, I don't really care about this. I want to know what happens.
That's 100% how I felt. And then you did this to me.
I'm sorry. I know. That's crazy that it was
But
my
it was
fault.
like, oh my, I felt like I was reading a book. I'm not even kidding you. Like it, all of
A thriller.
the stuff that they have, like emails with like Sony, like it got to a point, Carly, where Blake Lively was literally threatening, like, if you don't let me edit, I'm not promoting the movie at all. If you don't let me, then they let her edit. And then they were like, okay, but the deadline is this day. And then she didn't have her edit done by the deadline. She's like, okay, if you don't let me finish it, I'm not going to ask Taylor Swift to use this song.
Oh my God.
And it's all in writing.
Just like using stuff against them.
Yes. And so then they had to literally keep giving her whatever she wanted because they were like, well, movies depend on marketing. And like, what the fuck? The one thing that like truly just bothered me so much was, so Justin edited it and then they did a like advanced screening or whatever to do like a, what is it called? Like a survey.
Oh,
of how people, I can't remember what the term
I
is
don't know,
for
but I know
that.
what you're talking about. It's like a group of people come and they like
Yes.
rate it,
Yes.
basically.
You got a 94%. And then Blake demanded that she get one of her edit. And they were like, so then using all of their resources, like spending money on that, she was like, okay, well, I want to do my own edit and then have them see that. Mind you, she's not even like anything. Like she shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
She scored 82%. And but before that, she was like, okay, whoever's movie does better, if his scores higher than me, I'll
We'll
move
use
on.
his. Okay.
And I won't do it. She scored lower and then she still was like, no, this can't be right.
Okay, well, I was wondering, like, what in the movie did we see that was the difference? I think it was the rooftop scene, right?
A lot. He literally didn't have final say on edit. It was her movie, like at the end.
Damn.
There's text messages of him talking to people being like, maybe one day, like we'll be able to get back in the editing booth and like we can put out the version that we wanted to.
Yikes. I saw also Colleen Hoover sued both of them.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I just saw like, the headline. I am unsure, like, it's because I'm so like far removed from it. I was like, Jesus Christ,
Oh,
it just
I gotta
gets even
see.
crazier.
I don't know. Literally have not looked into anything else. I just read this and was like, what the actual fuck? Like, she sucks.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
really crazy.
I am very curious how this will go in court. I'm wondering if it'll be televised.
I'm going to need, if this is how it's going to be, because right now I'm, Team Justin, given the actual receipts.
Yeah.
They are going to need to put out their own. Like if people are texting behind Justin's back.
Their
or
own
something,
what?
Their own receipts.
Oh, yeah,
Not
yeah.
manipulated ones like they originally put out.
Yeah.
That were actually, like it's insane to me that they even were like, this is going to pass in court.
Yeah.
As if like Justin isn't going to put forth all of the
Like
real
the
fucking
actual
material.
evidence.
Yeah, like crazy. I mean, there was just so much. She literally was like, you're not even allowed to come to the red carpet.
Jesus.
And like, it's his movie. He's the one who
What
literally
the
reached out to
fuck?
Colleen Hoover to be like, I want to make this a movie.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. I mean, the whole thing just gives me the ick.
Yikes.
I'm sorry, if I were Taylor Swift and I read that, I'd be like, Blake, what the fuck?
I know.
Why would you sue him for $400 million?
I want to know the tea, because you know that like she's confided in Taylor about this stuff. So like, what does Taylor know?
Well, she's a part of it too. Justin came over to Blake and Ryan's, and it was like after Blake was like, hey, I want to like rework this bit. I can't remember exactly what it was. The rooftop scene. She's like, I want to rework the rooftop
Classic.
scene because I want like Lily's voice to be blah, blah, blah. This was like very early on. And he was like, okay, no problem. Like, let's do it. He goes in and then he gets there and it's Ryan Reynolds just like raving about how much better Blake's script is. And then Taylor, it's like alleged to be Taylor. They kept calling her like Blake's very famous, whatever, is also raving about it. And then you see like text messages between them afterwards. And that's when Blake called them like her dragons. She was like, they're my dragons. They fight for me because like I've been overlooked in the past. And it's like, okay, but he's the fucking producer of the movie. Like,
Yeah, you're not producing it together,
it's
right?
so weird. I like the
like she wasn't a producer, right? I mean, at
think that
the
she
start?
had like EP credit or something, but I'm not. Oh, that's a whole other thing. She wound up she blackmailed them into not blackmailed, threatened, because it's not like she had anything on them, but literally like. I think again was like, I will not promote this movie. I won't do XYZ if you don't like nominate me for like some sort of producer credit on it. And so then literally they had to. And Justin and his partner had to write a letter to help her get nominated.
Oh my God.
Like it's all just like threats, and they had to submit to her.
Yeah.
Otherwise
Holy
they were
shit.
like, what the fuck?
Did we know when this is like happening, the court?
I think next year.
What? Why is it so fucking far?
I know.
It's January or February.
I know. It sucks. Also, another cringy thing. Oh my God. I think I might have sent it to a group chat actually, because I just could not believe it. But what was it for? I think it was like, it's because Blake was getting so much hate online, and Ryan Reynolds and Blake like reached out and they were like, you guys are planting all of this stuff. Like, there's no way that this many people are getting mad at Blake right now. And then like sent a bunch of the like bad headlines about her being like, hey, this movie is about like sexual abuse. Like, why are we having all this fluff of flowers and whatever? Carly, there's so many emails with Justin's like business partner, text messages between them being like, hey, we need to focus more on like the abuse of this movie. So it's like literally all of this shit stacked against her. And they were like, we're not doing this. Like, this is just people organically being upset because of the way you're portraying a serious subject matter. And they were like, you need to apologize. And then Ryan Reynolds wrote a statement that was like, you need to post this publicly and take accountability for it.
Huh?
Let me see if I can find it. It's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking crazy. Like the wording, the language, it's so weird. Like oh my God.
I'm going to put, I need to put that document into the AI thing and make it a podcast so I can listen to it.
Okay. This is what Ryan Reynolds wanted them to post publicly. It Ends With Us was a troubled production, which we take full accountability for. We are very sorry to everyone we caused upset to privately and publicly. Blake Lively, Colleen Hoover, the entire cast and crew led with professionalism every step of the way, and negativity aimed at them is ours to own. So like Justin Baldoni would be posting this. We mutually agreed that the cast would be promoting the film separately and understood why. Side note, they didn't. Justin Baldoni's publicist, there's literally like at least 5 emails of her sending to Blake's team being like, hey, what's this like publicity you're doing right now? Like, Justin knew nothing about this. Like, why are we doing this without him? And then text message from Justin being like, well, I just got kicked off of like this press junket that I was supposed to do and they replaced me with Blake, but then Blake invited the rest of the cast and then didn't say anything to Justin. Like there's just so much to literally like so many messages.
What's that Harry Styles movie that like had all the "Don't worry, darling"? It's like that to like times 100.
Yes. No, it's just like absolutely
It's the new thing. It's a new thing to promote a movie.
It's absolutely insane. We've always said we are not perfect, and even if unintentionally made mistakes, we always own them. We hold ourselves accountable. It's not anyone's job but ours, and that's part of being, in quotes, man enough, which I guess is Justin Baldoni's book. So like he's just being a fucking dick now. We will practice what we preach. We are learning and growing from the experience, and we thank everyone for their patience as we find a better way to proceed. We are very proud of the film and the welcome arms that it's been received. Part of our work is to have uncomfortable conversations for public growth. The film is doing that on screen, and we are doing that off screen. Thank you to the cast and crew for the opportunity to be imperfect and to be given the space to learn and grow with humanity and dedication. Could you imagine if like TJ sent that to you? Like, what the fuck does Ryan Reynolds have to do with any of this? Like,
I don't know.
Nuts. Also, the fact like they did nothing wrong, in my opinion, based on everything that I was shown. It was from the beginning, literally Justin's emails with Colleen Hoover being like, hey, I want to work on this.
Damn. Well, I saw those. I was like, this is too long.
It's just like a timeline of the whole entire process. I just like literally am... What in your right mind?
Call her daddy. Call her daddy.
$400 million.
Crazy. Well, I guess it can't really go on any podcast or anything because it's like it's in litigation. And
like WME dropped Justin Baldoni in December when like the suit was filed. His podcast host left. Like this man who like it truly, in my opinion, unless other like Jenny Slate come forward, like why are all of these people like who unfollowed him? You know, it's like, I want to know why that happened.
Yeah.
And if like we're actually missing something. But like, even like he came into my trailer when I was breastfeeding thing. There's literal text messages of her being like, hey, I'm pumping right now. Feel free to come in.
I can't imagine being a part of something like this so publicly and just like either side. It's like, there's going to be like things on the other side that you're like, wait, no, that didn't happen like that. It's, I can't imagine how
there's so many people.
I can't imagine how frustrating that is. And it's just, like you can't say anything because you're in a lawsuit. So you can't go on Nick Vial and talk about it. You know what I mean? I know. I'm like, I want them to go on like Call Her Daddy or something. But
It's so...
why can't they just do the fucking court now? Like, why does it have to be
know.
a whole damn year from now? It's a civil case, I'm assuming.
I don't know.
It's got to be a civil
don't know any of
case.
the details. I just read the document, and that's where I'm at.
Well, I know I think if it's a civil case, that means it can be broadcasted.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, yeah.
I want to be in that courtroom.
Yeah, same.
Also,
we go.
wait, I actually saw something that there's like this one TikToker. I think it came up on my feed. He's this guy who does like commentary type stuff. And I think that he got sent a cease and desist from like Blake Lively's team.
We get one.
And he's or like her lawyer. And he came on, said that they sent him that, and then literally was like, I fucking dare you.
Oh my God.
I know.
Okay. I dare you. That's some balls.
Well, yeah, because it's like you don't have anything. It was very interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how I spent my Tuesday last week. I did have a lot of things to do, but
Yeah. It's important.
I wish they had it on
Part of
Goodreads.
American history, huh?
I could mark it off on
Goodreads?
Goodreads as read.
That's very
160
funny.
pages, like,
I mean, that is like a book.
and not for nothing, half of the text messages were blurry as fuck, and I literally sat there squinting to read every word.
Yeah. That's not good for your brain.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
no.
headache wise.
Yeah. So sorry that I didn't post a YouTube video last week, but that's why. I literally couldn't look at my computer.
She was working.
I was working for today.
She was doing her work.
I'm sorry to everyone who doesn't give a shit about that. I did not, like, whenever we talked about it a month ago, maybe, we were like, I don't care. We'll wait for the trial.
I know, I'm still in that. But I did send it just because I thought it was crazy. I was just like, holy shit, it's crazy that there's this much out
is.
there. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, well, I guess it
It's
is.
literally crazy. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. I just don't understand why. Like, you need more evidence on your side to file a $400 million lawsuit.
What's going to happen?
I don't know. It's, oh my God. She wasted so much of that studio money. I don't know how they made any money on the movie.
Damn.
Like, they had their whole, like, I think it was like a orchestra department or some shit that did like the whole soundtrack, and then she was literally, they did everything, and then they had to pay them, and then she was like, no, I'm bringing in my own team.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So she's just wasting all their
And
dollars.
they couldn't be like, no, because every time that they would say no to her, she'd be like, okay, well then I'm not going to do this.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
I wish that wasn't true.
The ickiest behavior. She's never going to work again.
You think?
Who the fuck is going to want to work with someone
Well, especially
like
after
that?
the trial, if it comes out that like
Yeah.
she was doing all these things.
But even before, it's like, okay, like whatever Ryan Reynolds produces, she'll be in those fucking movies
Yeah.
still. But like everyone that she worked with on that project, like producers, editors, like they are going to talk to other people in the industry and be like, it was a nightmare. There are text message threads with like 6 people in it, all just being like, well, I guess we got to give her what she wants.
I mean, that never turns out well in the future for that person. It's, yeah. I wonder how it's going to be after the trial.
I agree.
Especially like if she does lose, that could be a whole
God.
fucking, because then
400
it's like, who would want to work? I mean, I don't want to, I feel really bad because like if something did happen sexually between
Of
them and
course.
like it was a sexual assault, like that's
She
obviously
never said that. She didn't. It was like the
breastfeeding thing.
Yep. And then she made another claim about like him.
Oh, saying something sexy.
Yes.
But it was, which it was her term.
And
kind of.
then this other thing, it was like during a scene where he was like being inappropriate with me or whatever. But then they literally posted the raw footage like last week. And it's so crazy. They're doing like a B-roll scene. You haven't seen this?
Mm-mm.
It was a B-roll
Oh,
scene.
is it
of
where
the
they're
two of
talking to
them
each other?
dancing. Yeah. And so
Oh.
then they're just like talking, loving, because it was all going to be like B-roll.
Yeah.
The second that man says cut, different person. Like it was so clearly like acting.
Oh, I didn't watch it that far.
It's
I was just trying to hear what they were
very
saying to each other.
interesting.
She
But
turned
also
into a
she
different
said to-
person, or he
no,
did?
he did. He was like, and cut. He was like, okay, that was great. Like it's going to be like a 17-minute thing. But it's like in the moment, he's
Dang.
like fully being like, I love this woman.
Yeah.
Like, blah, blah, blah. It's so
So
weird.
crazy. I wish the trial was literally now.
Yeah. Also, like, Blake, I'm sorry. Your messages back to him were flirty. Like, some of them were flirty, and I was like, okay.
I did hear that. People were like, oh, there was something going on there between them. That's why this is like blown up so much.
I think they're just like, I think Justin, from reading the messages, is just like a full over explainer and really wants to like make people feel comfortable and communicate. And she does the same, but wants to have like little quips. So I think that because she would make like weird innuendos, like he felt comfortable enough to
do them back or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
It's
man.
very, very, very interesting.
I wish I could read it, but I just don't think I can.
Yeah, like in my mind, it's just like she turned the cast against him, and that's why they unfollowed him. Because there is also interesting, they put in, sorry, I'm still talking about this. They put in excerpts from interviews with, I believe it was the guy who played Atlas, and then the girl who played younger Blake, Lily. And like literally they were like raving about how wonderful it was to work with Justin and how good of like a director he was.
Damn.
So,
like, what happened? Because they're in such like a small, well, I guess Atlas is a bigger part of the movie, but
literally, like, what is going on?
yeah,
I
like
need to know the inside.
little
tea.
Lily, she has no idea. Like she just did her scenes and that's it. And I was like, wait, what?
Jenny when I was reading it, I was like, has Jenny Slate read this? Like, did Blake bamboozle everyone?
Oh yeah, I forget Jenny Slate was in the fucking movie.
Yeah,
Jenny
like-
Slate, say something.
I
need to. I wish I was friends with her. Get her a little.
I just couldn't imagine. By the way, like, I know people like this who like make you feel crazy when like you're so clearly in the right. Yeah.
Me.
No, like you know.
Yeah, I know.
And so I could imagine if like Blake is going to her other friends saying these things, like objectively, you would be like, that's fucking creepy and weird. He came into your room knowing you were breastfeeding. Oh, he's saying sweet nothings in your ear during filming. Just like stuff like that. I would be like, ew, creep.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Yeah, it's strange she hasn't said anything.
Well, maybe she can't now. Also, maybe, I mean, she's just fucking chilling. She's in Massachusetts, chilling. She's probably like, they're fucking both crazy. I don't know.
I mean, that's what I would assume. I feel like she'd be like, I don't want to be part of this mess.
Yeah. But I think like maybe
that's my
they all
brother.
got a little bamboozled. Maybe they all were like drinking the Blake juice. But again, Blake and Ryan could put out some more evidence.
Damning evidence.
And I will be reading it. I will read that shit now.
Now she will.
Yeah.
She's like, now I'm interested. Damn. Well, hopefully more comes out and there's more info.
Yeah. Wait, I think I had one more thing on my news. Okay, yeah. This Poppy influencer thing, have you seen this?
Oh, where influencers are getting Poppy vending machines?
Yeah, so apparently they gifted 32 machines to, so Poppy brought vending machines to 32, that's the information I got, 32 influencers, and it has the internet in an uproar.
Yeah, I was like, I think I was on live and someone was like, what do you think about the Poppy vending machines? And I was like, ooh, they have vending machines?
No, yeah.
I was like, what? And then they were explaining. I was like, wait. I was like a little confused, like why people were upset. Do you want me to start talking about my opinion or do you want to read it yet?
No, that's like really all I have.
I didn't understand why people were upset. And then some people were explaining like, well, people were messaging them asking if they could donate to like fire victims and they never responded. And they were like, how can they give out all these vending machines to all these influencers but can't help people who like need help?
Sure.
But the thing is,
well, one, we don't know that they're not doing that. We don't know that they're
100%
not donating.
Also, not that this makes it like better if you're like on that side and like are upset about it, but they don't keep the vending machines.
Yes.
Like that's just like a prop,
Yes.
and then they take it back.
Yes.
And I think it's for creators who are like hosting Super Bowl parties for like their content and
I saw
having
TikTok
Poppy involved.
that was saying like people were really upset because the vending machines are like $25,000 or whatever, which I'm like, how do you even know that?
Also, Olipop is just jumping in the comments.
Yes, and also people were mad that like only certain influencers got it instead of others. And it's like, okay, pick your battles here. First, you're mad influencers are getting them, and now you're mad about which ones are getting it.
Was it like not many?
I have no idea.
Just like white creators, pretty much. Is that?
I literally have no idea.
Okay.
But the fact that they're taking them back, like these are so obviously vending machines that they probably use at marketing events.
Oh,
like,
100%. They're
didn't-
for like commercials
yes,
and for social
they didn't
posts.
buy
Yeah.
them for people. Everyone is Me, boomer, you're so sensitive. Like, why are we getting mad about this? It's so weird.
I'm like scared to say anything yet because I don't know the full like depth why people are so upset.
Well, I watched a TikTok of the girl explaining it, and that's kind of just what she said.
I mean, I think if I was just like a casual viewer, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I think it's, well, I mean, obviously people, it's a, we're not in a good place right now in society. You know, people can't afford shit. So they're seeing these influencers getting these vending machines, and in their minds, they're like, well, all these people like lost their homes and like people reached out to you. You never said anything. Like, why didn't you help them? I'm not
going to expect Olipop to be responding to
I understand.
a random fucking
I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm not on the side, but
that's like
but imagine if you did that, you'd be like,
Olipop didn't respond to my message. How dare they give an influencer a vending machine to use for the Super Bowl?
Well, because in their mind,
they're using as a marketing strategy.
Because in their mind, they're like, oh, they're giving away like hundreds of thousands of dollars to these influencers who don't need it.
Yeah,
when
that's
like
not the case.
But I'm saying that's in their head. That's why they're so upset. They don't realize that.
But it's like, why are we getting upset about things we don't know about?
Because that people get upset about things they don't know about all the time.
Exactly. But like, I think that's stupid. Like, get some information and then be upset.
So they're upset that influencers are getting them and the kind of influencers that are getting them.
The girl said they're upset about the influencers that did get them over other influencers or something. Why is Poppy controversy?
Oh, there was like another thing about like the gut stuff, but I mean, Poppy is so good. It is like my go-to.
Vending machine. I'm going to be honest, even if they got to keep them, I wouldn't care. Poppy sent influencers $25,000 machines to boost coverage for upcoming Super Bowl ad. Some love it, many hate it. And, oh yeah, Olipop, blah, blah, blah. Poppy could have done this so much better by sending these vending machines to random doorsteps, college campuses, weddings, or even restaurants. I'm like, okay, but what would that? They're not going to get the same eyes as they're getting. Like, it's literally a marketing tactic. They are getting their marketing. They are probably not paying any of these influencers, by the way.
Like this is their Super Bowl ad. I mean, they did have a Super Bowl ad, but like these are them advertising for this. It's the same thing as like Tito's sending an influencer like 100 bottles for, you know, a party or something. And I understand it's a vending machine, so it's a lot different, but like it's just the marketing way. It's soda cans. I don't know.
Literally an
I feel like this has probably happened in the past and it wasn't as
they're mad because they were rich influencers.
That's what I figured. But I think at the end of the day, we just all need to realize that like this was all marketing. And I know it didn't look good in people's eyes, which that's fine. I understand if like people reached out to Poppy and they never responded, and then you like see them giving out these vending machines, it might be like a little jarring, but it was for promoting the Super Bowl and they didn't keep the vending machines. It was just for marketing. It's the same thing as like
now get mad at them for bringing these machines to their marketing events. Like what?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I was like so confused because I was like, I mean, I've seen that so many times. Like I remember seeing an influencer get like I think it was a Cardi B like thing, but it was like a literal closet rolled up to their house, and the closet opens and it's like all this like clothing collection. It's massive, and they wheel into their house, and like all these like famous people were getting it, some influencers, and I'm like, to me, I'm like, oh, that's just like a marketing tactic.
That's all
it's not very.
It's a business.
Yeah, I mean, it isn't very like good for the environment, I guess, if it's, you know, tons of packaging everywhere. But I think that's just the new age of social media. That's how they advertise.
Yeah. I'm just like, you don't know what the Poppy people are doing to support the fire victims, to support. They could be sending cases of their soda, like sending money. Like you don't know. So like, why are we getting upset when we don't know?
Yeah. There's some disconnect where like, I don't understand why people get upset about a lot of these things based on knowing exactly what's, like if I was, I don't know. It's hard to, I don't know. I guess if I just like saw it as just a casual viewer, I honestly don't know if I would think anything of it because it is
vending machines.
Because it's a Super Bowl and everything is like marketed crazy during the Super Bowl.
Tuesday. Yeah. I'd be like, cool.
Yeah. In Alex Earl's apartment, just.
Yeah. I'd be like, this is normal.
It's a Poppy vending machine.
Obviously marketing for Poppy, and they're getting an excellent deal out of it because there will be millions and millions of eyes.
I do hope we get the new one.
I haven't gotten a Poppy PR in a very long time.
I feel like I got one like a couple months ago. Did you get that one with like the...
I think I got a Christmas one, and that was the last one.
Okay, I think that's the last one I got.
Something.
Yeah.
But yeah, then Ollie
with the
Pop
pajamas
was chiming in.
Yeah, Ollie Pop was all over that.
They were like, I wrote the comments down that this girl had in her TikTok. 32 machines times 25,000 per machine. Yikes. PR boxes for real customers, I say. I don't know what that means. And
they're saying, how about send them to real people instead of influencers?
Oh. Okay, do you do that, Olipop?
That's what I'm saying. I kept seeing Olipop's things and I was
Olipop,
like...
I see you fucking sending shit to influencers
no,
all the goddamn time.
I know. It's like they're just hopping on.
Yeah, and it says, I must stay commenting on something. I don't know. It's just very weird to me. Like, to me, this is just like a known thing. Companies they send products to fucking people with millions of followers to get eyes on their product.
Yeah, to promote it.
Like, of course, if we lived in a world where like half of the shit they sent to people and then half of the shit they just sent to normal people to do good and didn't expect anything from it.
Would be nice.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
But that is not how businesses work. Like, and that's just the sad truth.
Yeah.
Like, why are we demanding companies like, oh, should Best Buy start sending free shit to random people? Like, I don't know. Like,
I mean, it would be nice, but that's just not how companies operate.
Of course.
We're too much of a consumerism, like a country of consumerism. It will not work that way.
It's just marketing.
It is marketing. I mean,
and they're getting a steal because they're not paying these
and like
people.
I get it. I get how frustrating it probably is. Like you're like people paycheck to paycheck. They're seeing these influencers making money doing TikToks and brand deals on Instagram, and they're also getting these like crazy things that they could never afford. I get that. Like that would also frustrate me, but I'd have to like, I don't know. I guess it's just like I don't know. I don't want to say anything.
You have to know at the end of the day, it's literally just a marketing.
It's a marketing thing.
Not, like they're like, oh,
influencers are like used as commercials pretty much.
100%.
Like when we get invited to like premieres and stuff, it's not because they want us there. It's because they want us to post that we're there.
100%.
So people that see it and will be like, oh, there's a new movie out. Maybe I should go see it. We're not there because we're cool.
Yeah.
We're not getting vending machines because we're cool. We're getting them because there's followers involved. Yeah. And yeah, so I don't know. I get it.
Boggles my mind.
I remember there was like a Lorde interview and she was like, they were talking about getting free product and she was like saying how she's like, I think it's just silly that like once you have the money to get it, then they start sending you free product. And it's like, I completely understand that sentiment. However, they're sending it to you because so many eyes are on you. And that's why.
Do you know how many things I give to my friends?
Same. I mean, I donated all my stuff to the fire.
Same.
Like YSL lipstick. Like it was very funny, but I was just like, everything I have here, like all my PR here.
It's also like to like LGBTQ plus places. Like you can donate that shit anywhere. And I do feel like I hope that a lot of influencers do that. Like that are getting sent. Like I think it's stupid as fuck when companies like makeup companies send like the whole collection of
oh my god shades. All the shades, so
wasteful. Like definitely be more specific about it if you are using that
full.
As like a mark. That one says full.
They're both near full.
We have been yapping. Oh my god. So yeah, it's like I get, oh my god, I get it. I get being like frustrated, but like we've got to just remember that this is a way for them to expand their brand.
Yeah. And yeah. I'm so bad with words.
Like saying,
I just don't want to be in trouble.
Poppy, why are you not sending it to a college campus? Like what?
Yeah. I mean, that'd be sick though. I feel like if it did, it would get a lot of eyes.
Like pop-ups on college campuses, but like that's not going to get as much fanfare. If Jake Shane was on a college campus and you sent it there, sure.
Yeah.
But he's not. So they sent it to his house.
Yeah.
Because that's where the millions and millions of people are going to see it.
Yeah. I wonder if it'd be different if it was like someone was going to watch a Super Bowl at a big place that holds like 100 people. And then there was like a bunch of pop people. I feel like people wouldn't care because they'd be like, oh, it's just an event, you know?
No,
it's like just different.
Yeah.
different way to look at it.
Very weird.
Okay, well, I want to finish this for the camera stuff.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Go.
I have a short one. Would I be the asshole if I told my friends... Oh my God. Would I be the asshole if I told my friend's concert ticket... Sorry, I'm not reading this right at all.
Friends.
Would I be the asshole if I sold my friend's concert ticket after she hasn't paid me back? My friend and I bought tickets to see MCR in a few months. I set aside money to buy both tickets and sat in the queue for them. It was about $270 for both, which means she owed me $135.
Great steal.
We are both college students and I have expenses with grad school coming up, but I can afford to go to this concert and it's not a problem. I bought those tickets back in November and she promised to pay me back then after her next paycheck. Lo and behold, it's now February and I have yet to receive the money. I set a few deadlines asking for it consistently, but not trying to be annoying about it. She keeps making excuses, complaining that she has no money, but at the same time, I watched her get a $300 tattoo. That's so annoying. And she's getting another one next week. I'm tired of being out of this kind of cash and tired of the excuses when I know she's just not prioritizing it. She, to me, can't afford this concert. I'm tempted to just sell her ticket. Would I be wrong to do that?
Yes, I think that literally the last thing you say to her is, hey, I'm going to have to get someone else to buy your ticket if you don't pay for your
100%. I'd be like, I gave you so many chances.
Yeah.
You just got a $300 tattoo. If you don't want to go to this concert, just like let me know. I'll sell it. I feel like you should say that. Like, if you don't want to go, let me know because you haven't paid for it.
Yeah.
So
no, I think that if you just like sold it without telling her you're going to sell it, like, yes, even though like she's being so annoying, like you would still kind of be the jerk. So just communicate with her.
Yeah. Agreed.
Because maybe she doesn't realize it's like that big of a deal.
Yeah. Maybe she's like, oh yeah, I'll pay you back.
Yeah. Okay. Am I the asshole for trying to leave a Super Bowl party when the Eagles were kneeling out the clock with their backups?
Oh, I saw this like title.
Yeah. My wife is pissed at me. We went to her parents' house to watch the Super Bowl, had food, some drinks, standard stuff. When the game was far out of reach, I wanted to go home and said, let's go. This was with around 1:50 left, 1 minute and 50 seconds. The Eagles had dumped Gatorade on their coach, celebrated on their sideline, and had already put their backups in. She wanted to stay to watch all the stuff after the game. I don't care about any of it. I wanted to get home because it's a work night. She is out of the opinion that nobody would ever leave a party to watch a sporting event before the clock had fully run down. She doesn't watch sports at all. I told her that this is pretty standard behavior. When a game is out of reach, sport fans will get going. I explained that sports fans do this when they attend games, go to bars, or watch with friends. She thinks I'm an asshole. What do you guys think?
So he wanted to leave?
He wanted to leave the party.
Because it was like basically over and he knew it was going to happen. And she wanted to stay.
To see like the after ceremony.
See, but that's like fun to watch.
I agree.
I'm on her side. I don't think he's like an ass for wanting to leave, but I feel like you're already there. Just wait out the minute and 50 or, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then watch who cares? It's Super Bowl. I don't know.
I also just don't like she doesn't watch sports, so she doesn't know. And then you go on to just like be a dumbass. He's like, this is standard behavior. Like people leave bars. This is the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
sir.
what the fuck?
People want to see the celebration, especially on a night where the Chiefs lost.
Yeah.
Like, people want to see that. Take a fucking Uber home. Let your wife stay and have fun.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's also just like, why is it more
battery's
important
dying.
that you go home than your wife like continuing to have fun for another 20 minutes? Like,
yeah, I think that she should stay. And he can go.
Stay. And I think you're the loser asshole who doesn't like having fun.
I am so sorry, but I want to end this because if this turns off, we might lose this footage.
Okay.
We love you so much. I hope this is good to go. Okay.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.